Morning,
Good
Rabbi.
Chodesh, Chodesh Tov. We are going to be learning Mishnah Yivamis, Perek Yud, Chapter 10, Mishnah Hey, Mishnah 5. Okay, now, before we start Mishnah 5, I just want to this a very simple diagram. Okay? Simple compared to the other ones. Now, the pointer is like this in this picture. Okay? A, B, C, D, and E are 5 women. Okay? A and B are sisters. You see that line that connects them? There's a letter P under it. It's because they are actually half sisters. They are sisters from the same father. Got that? B and C are sisters. But B and C are sisters from the same mother, which makes C and A completely unrelated. Got that? Okay. C and D are sisters. They share the same father. Okay? Which makes C and D related, but D is unrelated to B or A. Okay? D and E are sisters. They share the same mother, not the same father. Therefore, D and E are related, while E is unrelated to A, B, or C. Now, we've been discussing situations where a man is marrying his wife's sister because he has been told that she passed away. The prohibition of marrying your wife's sister applies to whether she is a sister from the same father or just from the same mother. Even if they're what we call half sisters, the prohibition applies. Okay? That is the introduction to today's Mishnah. Now here we go. Amrulai. The witnesses, said to him, Meisa ishtacha, your wife died. V'nasa chaysa me avia. Then he went and he married her sister from her father. So he is under the impression, or he has been told that A died, right? He was told that A died, and he went and he married B. They are sisters from the same father. Okay? Now, again, the story they don't now mention in the Mishnah is, but they were told A died because she went on a trip. She went on a far trip, right? And they told her he died. He married B. B decided to go on the same trip. She decided also after she married him that she's going on an extended vacation. And they came back and now, okay, Mesa. And then they told him, okay, just calm down. Don't let it bother you. So don't let it get to you so much, okay? It's tragic, but at the end it won't be well. Now, so B, right? B then she went off, and they told him that she died. Then he went and he married C, her sister from her mother. Meisa. C then took the same trip. And they told her, they told him that she died. Okay. So he went, right? The same guy went, and he married her C's sister from her father, D. Right? Mesa.
Wow.
She went and she took the same trip. And they told him that she died.
Nobody learned.
And then he went and he married her sister from her mother. So in all these cases, right, he married all these women under the impression that A, B, C, and D had passed away. And right now, presently, he appears to be married to E. E is not related to A, B, or C. Okay? The Nimtsu Kulan Kayamos. And they all come back on the same plane. They all came back. They're all around. They're all alive. Okay? What does he do now? Now, listen to this. That's not that complicated. All right? Now, don't forget, none of these women we're not dealing with, in this case, we're not talking about none of these women were married to somebody else. That's not the issue here, right? We're keeping it very simple. It's this guy and these women. So the halacha is like this, okay? Mutter barishona, this man can remain married to the first, to A, Bashlishis, to C, Ubachamishis, and to E. Because once everybody comes back, this is his wife. This is his sister's wife. So this marriage was completely
His wife's sister.
His wife's sister, right? Completely, negated. Didn't never existed. All right. Now, if he was never married to B, then being married to C was no problem.
Yeah.
Because he was never married to C's sister B, nor is C related to A. Okay. Now, D, number 4, he is forbidden in because it is his wife's sister. So the marriage that he had on her was nothing. And if the marriage on D was nothing, and then he married E, E's marriage was perfectly fine. Because E's sister D, he was never married to D, so he can be married to E. And he's not married to any of the previous women. So that's why Mishna says that he is permitted to remain married to A, C, and E. Now, if it happens to be that this guy now dies without children, and he had another wife that was not a sister to anyone, he had another wife, completely unrelated, all right? So now it comes out that Yibum can be done on any one of his wives, right? The halacha is, if he does Yibum on any of them, on A, C, or E, the brother, Sares Upaitra Saraseyan, they will now exempt their co-wives. Okay? If there is a co-wife, this guy has another wife completely unrelated, the Yibum done on any of these 3 ones that he's married to will now exempt any other wife that he has. That's the rule, right? If you do Yibum on one wife, the other one goes free. And the Mishnah's point is that since they were married to him, therefore, if he dies without children, his brother has a regular mitzvah of Yibum, and if he does Yibum or Chalitza, any one of them, it will now exempt the co-wife. Okay? V'asar b'shniya b'revius, but he's forbidden in the second and the fourth, because B is the sister of A, and D is the sister of C. And therefore, they are his wife's sisters, his wife's sister, and therefore, he is forbidden to remain married to the second and the fourth. Then bias achas mayem by teres sarasa, and were one of the brothers to decide to do yibum on B or D, which was completely meaningless because he was never married to them, it would have no effect on any co-wife. It's just stylistic in the sense of repeating the same thing said before, to bring out all the points. The point is, B and D are never his wives, so therefore there's no mitzvah of yibum to them that yibum would now exempt any other wife. Okay, got that? Good. Now, the next case is that he was married to A, B, C, D, the same story. Married to A, she goes off, B, etc. Okay? In this second half of the Mishnah, A didn't come back. She didn't come back. She's dead. But B, C, and D did come back. Okay? Now, in that case, Vimba alashniya, if he married the second one, after the death of the first one, and the first one didn't come back, so now, mutter b'shniya u'b'revius. Now he's permitted in number 2 and number 4. Why? Because A was his wife. A was his wife who died. When he married B, it was his wife's sister after his wife had died. Therefore, he could marry B. C can't be married to him because C is B's sister. He marries D. That's a good marriage because since C was never married to him, D could be married to him. And if D is married to him, then E can't be married to him because that's his wife's sister. So in this case, mutter b'shni b'revius, he is permitted in the second and the fourth, B and D, u'paitris sarasein, if he dies without children, and a brother goes and does yibum to either B or D, the co-wife will be exempted because it's a 100% good yibum or chalitza. But in this case, he is permitted on 3 and 5. C is a sister of B, E is a sister of D, and therefore he is usher to them. They are his wife's sister. And again, any yibum performed on them will not exempt the co-wife because of the fact that C and E are his wife's sister, and therefore there's no marriage to them, and therefore no yibum can be done on them to exempt any other wife. Now that wasn't so bad. That really wasn't so bad.
No.
Okay, let's get a Chofetz Chaim. Okay. Another kind of praise that would be considered avak lashon hara, dusting of lashon hara, is to praise a person in a way that the praise actually causes the person you're praising loss. You have a guest. He goes out into the city street. Makes a public announcement in front of everyone. I just stayed by Ruvain, and boy, did he treat me like a king. Okay, that could be a problem. That could be an invitation to people to take advantage, and we'll come into the guy and basically, eat him eat everything up that he has. Again, because there are people who, they take advantage of these kinds of things, and you got to be careful. Now, this guy, he may have needed a place, and the guy was very cordial, very hospitable. That's very fine. But you got to be careful who you say it to, so that people who like taking advantage don't go and take advantage of the person. Pasuk and Mishlei, one who blesses his friend in a loud voice, actually is bringing a curse upon him. Let's say somebody lent you money. Oh, he was so nice to me. He lent me $20,000. That may cause people, again, who are dishonest to come for a loan. He won't be able to refuse them. And again, that caused them loss. Person has to be careful to watch his mouth. And he shouldn't say things in a way that people will suspect him of speaking lashon hara. And if, let's say, you did say something that brought a suspicion upon you of speaking lashon hara, again, maybe it wasn't lashon hara, but it comes across to people as lashon hara. That's also included in the category of a dusting of lashon hara. So as you can see, this category of avak, dusting lashon hara, indirect lashon hara, has a lot of broad parameters to it. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.